Stillness. I think stillness is missing from our daily lives. And I think, unfortunately, the events over the last year have actually made that worse. We've been on very high alert and watching out for things and having to make, 5 decisions where there used to only to be one. And I think what's missing is that little moment of clarity that you can find in the stillness. In the period between Christmas and New Year, I often have some time off, and it feels like I can find that stillness more easily in that week. I think that's true for a lot of people. It's been it's a lovely time to do a bit of nothing and connect with people that you don't often see during the normal daily kind of busyness, really. And I think sometimes that busyness is brought on by the fact that we are trying to numb away from the feelings. We're trying to keep away from the emotional pain. And I think this year has been quite painful, really, emotionally. And I think sometimes we're fearful to connect with that stillness and to connect with those feelings and to connect with where we're at because it's hard. But if every day we can find a little tiny weeny space to find that little bit of stillness, actually our bodies really crave it, and they really kind of find that moment in the stillness to reset. And I was just thinking, as we go forward into the new year, how it would be really nice if you could give yourselves the gift of stillness every day. It doesn't have to be for a long period of time. It can just be a few minutes here and there, just when you're sitting in your car, when you arrive at your destination, and just sit there for a moment, take a couple of deep breaths and be in that moment of stillness. Or you may want to take that further and actually have a sort of a stillness practice every day, where perhaps before you get up in the day, you meditate, or you just lie there and collect your thoughts, or just feel to the stillness. Now, it's quite a hard thing to do without practicing. But actually, when you learn to do it, you then don't need the noise. You don't need to watch the telly all the time. You don't need to be exercising hard. You don't need to be on social media, because actually the stillness then becomes a place of comfort. And it's really easy to do. We spend a lot of time sort of osteopathically every day in the practice with people, trying to find stillness in their body, or helping their body find stillness. Not stiffness, but stillness, that sort of sense of quiet calm within the system. And I think that's something that we can achieve ourselves if we practice, and if we do, try sort of very consciously to do that, maybe kind of regularly. We can do it when we're moving, we can do it when we're sitting still, but it's quite often easier to do it sitting still to start with. So as I say, you can take just a couple of moments to do it. Just sit now, close your eyes, take a deep breath, and breathe the stillness into your body, and then relax as you breathe out. And you can just repeat that for a few more breaths. Just breathe in the stillness and the quiet, and breathe out and relax. If you want to take it a little bit further than that, quite a good way of visualizing it is to actually just imagine breathing the air, or breathing the stillness into the spaces between your cells. So our body's made up of, millions and millions of cells. And actually, they're all bound together and they all get quite agitated. And if actually you just breathe in and allow there to be space between each of your cells, it takes a bit of practice. You can't have fuss in the space. There's just stillness in the space. So maybe that's something to focus on. Whatever brings it for you, you may need to have guided meditation, and I find that really useful. But in that moment, you might just be able to find that stillness just by breathing that into your body. On a walk this morning, I was able to find that beautiful stillness rather than, tramping around the block really quickly. It was just beautiful to stop and enjoy the view, to take in the sun as it kind of came up out of the mist, and just to be grateful for our, beautiful countryside around here, and for the fact that, we've survived this year and we're still here and we're still going on. And I know it's hard. But just as we go forward, maybe give yourself that gift of stillness every day to help reset what has been a trying time.